Shalom, it's Levi Shore. Welcome back to Sweet Good Torah. So deep down, what do we all really want? We really want love. We want to be loved. First it starts out, we really want to be loved by our parents. And then as we grow older, we want to find a wife. We want to find a husband. We want to find a person that really loves us, that sees the best in who we are, that brings out our best, and loves us deeply. And then we want to have a person that we can give our love to, that we can pour out affection and kindness and support and uplift that person. So it sounds great, right? But is the world filled with love right now? Unfortunately, what happens is that we are created with a Yetzer Hara and a Yetzer Tov. We are created with an evil desire inside us and a good desire. And these are some of our thoughts streaming through our mind all day. Yes, your mind's been hacked. It's been hacked by the infinite creator. But it's been hacked for a reason. Because who we are is choosing between this Yetzer Hara, this evil desire, and the Yetzer Tov, the good desire. And what we want to do is keep strengthening ourselves to this good desire. And then we become more of that. But what happens to this loving relationship? We're in a battlefield in our minds, and unfortunately we begin to become filled with doubt and fear and anger and anxiety, and this starts to make it very difficult to connect. But we have to break that down. Because deep down, if we want to get to where we want, if we want this loving relationship, if we want this beautiful, supportive, loving relationship, we have to fight. We have to fight to choose the Yetzer Tov. We have to fight to see the best in our wife or in our husband or in our friends or our family or whatever relationship it is. And then deep down in our neshama, very deep down in our soul, we want a very close relationship with Hashem, with this infinite creator who seems at times so distant from us, so above everything. But the Torah teaches us that's not true, that Hashem has created everything to have a relationship with all of his creations, with all the people he's created. And he's given us this beautiful world filled with all these amazing animals and plants and trees and beautiful sunrises and sunsets. And it's a beautiful world if we really catch our breath and open up our mind and see what's really going on and see the beauty of the people around us. We're so wrapped in this anxiety and this tension and fear and doubt. It starts to cloud these relationships. And Hashem also gave us the Torah to have a deep relationship with him. Now, Hashem is an infinite being who's created everything, who's constantly recreating and sustaining the world. There's nothing we can give him. But to create a relationship, he's given us the Torah, and he's given us the mitzvos, so that we feel like we can give something to him. Hashem doesn't need our tefillah, he doesn't need our prayer, he doesn't need us to do all these mitzvahs. He doesn't need anything from us, but he's given it to us so that we can feel like we're giving something back to Hashem, so we can feel like we're part of a relationship. And all these relationships are dependent upon each other. If we can build that loving relationship with our wife, with our husband, we can start to feel closer to Hashem. And it can work the other way too. By learning the Torah and doing the mitzvos, we can start to build a closer relationship with Hashem, and that can start to improve our relationship, with our loved ones. But it takes work. It doesn't just happen. It means tuning in, getting outside of ourselves, getting beyond our own pain, our own fears, our own doubts, and concentrating and tuning in, what does someone else need? What does my wife need from me? Now, I am no expert in this. I'm trying to improve it every day, and it's not easy. But the more we can get out of ourselves, the more we can get out of our own anxiety and fear, and start to tune into, what does someone else need? What can I give? And that's the key to love. The Lashon HaKodesh, the Hebrew word for love, is ahava. And the root, the shoresh of it, is hav, giving. And just the more you give, the more you love. It's very simple. And the more we give, the more we begin to resemble Hashem. Because Hashem is just pure giving. He's this infinite being that only gives. There's nothing that he's lacking. And this is what we all crave so much, and is worth every second, every minute, every hour, every day, every week, month, and year we put into the effort to try to communicate and talk and give the love that our wife desires, that our husband desires, give them how they need it. And then express how we need it too. And build this connection where we can receive the love and we can give the love and how it's needed. And Bezrat Hashem, instead of a world of fighting and anger and tension, Bezrat Hashem, we can start to head into the age of Yemot Mashiach, the age of Mashiach, and see a world beginning to be filled with loving relationships. Not tension and anxiety and fear, but what we all really crave, that close connection, that beautiful loving relationship, not just with a spouse, but also with our children, with our parents, with our grandparents, with our friends. And that is a world we all crave, but we have to start working on it. It doesn't just happen. It takes a lot of work. People work very hard at a career to make money, but this is more fundamental of the work we should be doing. And if we're not doing the work, it doesn't just happen magically. It needs to be like you raise a beautiful little flower, you have to water it, you have to take care of it. And each relationship is a beautiful little flower. And if we really, really, plant it and love it and put it in good soil and water it and give it sun, and give it the affection, give the attention, give whatever we need to give, we can have a really beautifully, beautiful blossoming relationship. Okay, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you back soon on Sweet Good Torah.